Okay, so this little beauty is a chocolate mousse cake. And I haven't tasted this one either, so I'm gonna taste it right now on screen live as we speak, but it just looks absolutely amazing. That's really beautiful. It's exactly what it is. It's a chocolate mousse. Tastes exactly like chocolate mousse on the top with that nice crunchy base. It's really, really good. So Sal, how do we make this chocolate mousse cake?
This is a really great family cake recipe. We make it all the time for our family birthdays. It's a fantastic way to hide avocado into a delicious chocolate cake, and the kids would never know. There's loads of delicious ingredients in this cake. There's your avocados, coconut nectar, some almonds, dates, chia seeds. But to start with, to make the base, you just need 1.5 cups of almonds, and you whiz them up in the food processor until you've got a nice ground consistency. Add in the 4 medjool dates, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. If you need a little bit more coconut oil to get it to become a bit more stickier and easier to press down into the base, you can add another tablespoon if it needs it. So you just pour it into a lined cake tin and press it down nicely with your hands or with a spoon until it's nice and even, and then pop it into the freezer to set while you start making your filling. So to make the filling, it's super easy. It's just 5 ingredients, 4 large avocados. So you scoop the flesh out of the avocados, 1/2 cup of coconut cream, 1/3 to 1/2 cup of coconut nectar. Now this all depends on who you're making it for, really, you know, and how sweet you like it. So you can put in 1/3 and then give it have a taste once it's all mixed up. And if you feel it needs a bit more sweetener, then add a little bit more in.
So basically, if somebody's used to a real sweet chocolate mousse taste,
Yeah.
they're gonna want the full 1/2 cup of coconut nectar.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, if you're used to things that are not that sweet, start with 1/3 cup and then taste it, see how that is. And
That's
then
right.
Go from there.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla bean paste and 3/4 cup of cacao powder. And then you whiz all that up. You will need to probably a few times scrape down the sides of the blender just until you get a beautiful, creamy, moussey consistency. It's just a matter of pouring that then on top of the base, spreading it out evenly, and popping it back in the freezer to set for probably about 3 hours.
Okay.
So when you take it out of the freezer, just make sure that the mousse is quite firm, because taking it out of the cake tin, you want it to stay together nicely.
Sure.
Once you've removed it from the cake tin, you can store it in the fridge. You want it to be a beautiful, creamy, moussey consistency.
So basically, you want to keep it in the fridge.
Well,
but
you want
don't
to,
store it in
you
the
want to
fridge.
keep it in the freezer, depending on when you're going to eat it. Like, it's just that you want to keep it in the fridge for like an hour or so before you eat it, so it gets moussey. It's not rock hard.
So when you take it out of the freezer, it's going to be real hard, and then you want to put it in the fridge for like an hour so it'll get smooth like this.
Before serving it up, yeah. So you can store it in the freezer, it'll last a lot longer. But if you've got guests coming over for dinner, just take it out a couple of hours beforehand and pop it in the fridge to defrost and stay nice and moussey and delicious.
Okay, great. I am amazed at how much the consistency of it, how much it's like a chocolate mousse. I mean, the consistency and the chocolate in it, so it's just really nailed that.
Yeah.
Awesome cake. So that's it. Definitely try this one at home. This cake is amazing. If you're a chocolate lover, this one really hits the mark. So that's it, and we'll speak to you real soon. Take care.